say that all the people who are writing to the president and the other people have already been released, who actually, if you weigh the offenses, that his own is even milder than their own, that he should not be released. So nothing stops the president, like my learned friend said, exercising his rights and following the law of the land, which he swore to uphold, because he swore to uphold the constitution. So, and the release of Nnamdi Kanu also meets the justice of these provisions of the constitution, especially on the powers of Attorney General to do such charges. Because the three conditions under subsection 3, all inure to Nnamdi Kanu's favor. Public interest, the public here, everybody clamoring for it, including the members of the National Assembly who came from different states.
All right, good. So, Pastor Amofubona, your final thoughts on this in just a minute.
My final thought is that Nigerian Federation, Nigerian states should know that under Article 18 of the Treaty of Versailles of 1969, they are under obligation to respect the treaties they have signed. International human rights treaties they have signed. I have mentioned them in this discourse. Nigeria has obligation to respect any demand for self-determination and adopt non-kinetic approach to such demands. Secondly, it is in the interest of, it is in public interest, as recommended by section 173 of the subsection 3 of the Constitution, to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is in public interest, it is in the interest of justice, and it's not in violation of the due process of law. Why? When you talk about public interest, the Southeast is part of the public that is under the jurisdiction of the federal government. And the kind of killing, abduction, kidnapping that goes on daily basis is against public interest.
All right.
The kind of confusion we have in Southeast, especially on Mondays, is against public interest. So, to alleviate or to help public interest, releasing Nnamdi Kanu, in the interest of justice, releasing Nnamdi Kanu, it is not against any due process, and the federal government must have been able to at least cure the defects in the extraordinary rendition that they did some years ago.
That's a good place to end it. Very many thanks to you.
All right, my people. Vam, you're welcome. You dey come after 2 hours, so we don't bang them for here. How you doing?
Not true. 2 hours. I said, let me say, I don't listen to you. When I started listening to you, it was like 30 minutes ago. I didn't even know that you had spent up to 2 hours. And the thing was it was getting very interesting. That man was really speaking.
Yeah.
I've seen a short part of that video. I didn't know that there is a full package of it like this.
The full video there. Therefore, I hear be what is that channel? I'm coming. Hold on. Let me look. Afia TV. Afia TV is on I follow them on YouTube. They are always hitting the nail on the head.
So wow, that's interesting.
You're welcome anywhere. Maybe let's just maybe you have something to say for next make we just make you I see say you pay your channel, Abi.
Yes, I just paid my channel because I didn't know you have spent up to 2 hours already.
Yeah, now make we just day like in the say next 30 minutes before we go. Because you know we say you just enter, come out like that.
This thing is very interesting. This man, this is what is baffling me, eh? Is it not the same Nigeria that this man is that is saying this thing, that is giving this analysis like this? Somebody don't cut him down because he speak these truths. Eh?
I want to show you something.
Okay, you want to show me something?
This man now you see saying this in Ogbonna. During the time of Dave Umahi as a governor, he has been saying like this. He has been doing what he's doing.
Really?
Yeah. And the Dave Umahi abducted him and tried to buy him.
Okay. He is this man that, okay, that time our PM have done analysis.
Yes, Naim, our PM talked about him. Now this man, see him now.
Wow.
Naim be this man the way they here. Naim be this man. Naim be this man.
Wow.
Naim be
Okay,
this
that's him. Oh. That's him. Oh, yeah.
Where the batter in leg, the one more than better. God save him, he no more. See him.
And he's still there speaking with boldness. Wow.
That is what I'm. Whoever you see, yeah, where they stand for right party, they stand for right party. Nothing where you go do. You know, go fit threaten and make it stop. He just
And he
like
is not IPOB. He is not among our government. He's not affiliated with us, but he's just speaking the truth, general truth, that any human being with conscience, would say. You see, this man have a record of being a man of integrity. It is not people that will come after the whole thing has gotten to the point where nobody can deny it anymore. Like what the write-up we are seeing from the London boy. It's not a bad thing that he's calling for Nnamdi Kanu's freedom.
Did he tell you he's really calling? You think say he mean him?
Because I don't want people that, there are some people that are emotional about some things like this. Why will you be coming against him now that he is speaking? Fine, he's speaking. But the question is, the integrity of a man will show when he is somebody that against all odds, you stand for truth and justice against all odds. Do you understand what I mean?
Ralph, listen, Ralph, make I tell you. And I know they see anybody face. I don't look face. In as much as I am concerned, even PM will fit praise me. I will never praise anybody. All of them. If you believe, if Peter B believe that he wants Nnamdi Kanu to be released, he know what to do. He know where to go. He don't have to sit in his house and watch channel television to come and interview him to ask for the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu. No. Did they call for interview on channel television before they went to Kenya to kidnap him? Or didn't you hear China Samoru tell you that ask Ejiofor? Did he tell me that some governors, that the governors and some people, which I don't want to call their names, have ramped up on Nnamdi Kanu? Didn't you hear him? I will find him and give you. And I want you to see Peter B, because we only hear, he said he called for Nnamdi Kanu release. Hold on, I want to show you something about Peter B now.
Go ahead, Wachineke.
Hold on, let me bring something about Peter B. Listen. I want you to listen to him now.
The Southeast in particular, again, that is the same situation. As I thank the government for their effort, there's need to do more by all leaders to ensure that we tackle this menace. In the Southeast, I urge the various governments, members, I said, while thanking them, to come together as a family. There's need for the governors of the Southeast to work as a family, to be able to tackle that. I'm saying that from the little experience I had when we were there. It is important. In the Southeast in particular, again, that is the same situation. As I thank the government for their effort, there's need to do more by all.
Now, this is the same man that is calling for the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, and he is thanking the government for sending military to Southeast to
and he said there is need to do more.
There is need to do more, and you are still telling me you want Nnamdi Kanu to be free. And he is calling on all the governors to join hands together so that more could be achieved. And you are calling for the freedom. Who the fool? Make
Yeah.
and they like if somebody come call, hey, Nnamdi Kanu free, Nnamdi Kanu. Go to Nigeria go to Nigeria media today. Every channel, every P2B is calling, P2B is crying, P2B is begging for Nnamdi Kanu to release. P2B has shown, P2B is not happy. Nnamdi Kanu release. Because they want to sell the negative side of the whole news. Nobody is saying the truth again. P2B calling for Nnamdi Kanu release. The same time calling military to go more. That is, if you have 5 military before, send 5 million now. He want them to do more. Do more what? Do more what? What are they doing in my land? So me, P2B is not. P2B is P2B no follow. P2B na another bad egg. Listen to this one, because when China Sanwo-Olu tell you that some people, who are those some people? Listen.
Yes. Yes.
Coming.
As I don't know, that's by the state of phone. Did any governor told him that they are rounding up on Nnamdi Kanu? As I don't want to mention some names, but there are people, I guess, yeah, there are people before that time, when they had that meeting in Enugu where all the governors gathered, that was the day the meeting was sealed. But you know, our leaders somehow is.
Those ones are not. What I want you to get here is that, ask Ejiofor, did any governor tell him that they have rounded up on Nnamdi Kanu? There are so many people which I don't want to mention their names outside the governors. Who were those people? If they were not people like this man here now telling you he wanted Nnamdi Kanu to be released. If there are not people like Emmanuel Iweanyanwu, if there are not people like what is his name, Abaribe, if there are not all those people that are not governors, and everybody will come out tomorrow. If anybody come out, I want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. He has suffered. He is suffering injustice. Nigeria is not being fair.
As you go, and after this is after 3 years. After 3 years, what is it? Everybody that will be able to sustain what Nnamdi Kanu have been able to sustain for 3 years? What if he died after 1 year? What if he died after 2 years? What if he had died of the sickness he has had all this while? If not that Chukwuka have preserved him. So you are coming after 3 years to say, Nnamdi Kanu shouldn't seem to be. This is just jargon. Now, my main point is this: this man that is actually giving this analysis, and which you have already proven that it has been a consistent, way of life for him to speak to power, and they went after him. They want to buy him. The evidence is there. The evidence is there. There's nowhere he's affiliated with our government. There's nowhere he is affiliated with Nnamdi Kanu.
No.
He's just a conscientious man, a man with conscience, a true Igbo man. Let me not use Biafra, now let me use Igbo. A true Igbo man who understands that Nnamdi Kanu is also an Igbo brother that he needs to speak in favor of. And not because he wants to be biased, but because he is speaking the truth. But this man, this one here, you are going to Sokoto, you are going to Kafacha, you are going to Kaduna, you are going to Katsina, you are going to meet Gumi, and then some of the people you are meeting are people that you know. These people have sworn. Some of them have sworn that over their dead body will they see Nnamdi Kanu release. And then you are coming just with a flimsy way of saying, Nnamdi Kanu shouldn't be there. Now, P2B, Nnamdi Kanu have been set free by all the courts. P2B, do you know that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped? He was kidnapped. Extraordinary rendition. A criminal offense. A criminal offense. And P2B, you were on the election question, and your so-called obedience had this longer than instead of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out and stop what they are doing, that he had better remain there. That was what they were saying at that time. Do you understand what I mean? So I am so happy that there are still a few good men that will stand against all odds and speak the truth, like this very man. I don't know his name, but his name
is Obonna, somebody Obonna, just Obonna, Barrister Obonna.
Wow. And he's a barrister. Now, this kind of barrister they're supposed to call and join the legal team now. Okay, well, the legal team, shouldn't they see this kind of a man? If he's a barrister indeed. And add him among the legal team. And he will do it pro bono. He will never ask for money because the team they will now. But instead, we have this kind of whites, the most trusted criminal. Mazugo, thank you for that video. Honestly, I would like to have a full video so that I will actually watch it very well again and then pick up one or two things out of it. Oh.
When you hear that Nigeria was not a country, is not a country, is not going to be a country, you don't understand it because you will not understand. That is Nigeria for you. When the what do you call him, the senator, what is his name, I've forgotten his name again, that senator that represented Nnamdi Kanu, I've forgotten his name, could go all the way to Daura to go begging Buhari to release Nnamdi Kanu. You can imagine.
Recently he did that.
I'm telling you what happened today, yesterday, today. You're asking me recently. Hold on, let me even have the God to come out and tell us that Buhari have promised not to interfere in the unconditional, what do you call it, political release or political solution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is yesterday's news. Probably the visit was either Friday or Saturday. Look at him. Agosha is his name. And in the statement he made, he was telling the press that he even apologized to Buhari if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has spoken ill against him in any form, in any way, that he should please forgive. In the statement, this Daily Post newspaper of yesterday is there. Anybody can go and see it. So my question is this: why should you go to Daura in Borno, I think Borno State? Why should you go to Buhari house to beg Buhari not to say no, not to say you don't want Nnamdi Kanu to release? That means Tinubu have no power.
Yeah.
That means you yourself, you don't know your right. Your right, you being a senator and the rep there is as useless as nobody being there. Because you being a rep, staying there in Abuja, collecting their location, swallowing their location, has not done anything good to the people. This is why we need Biafra. Because you cannot be representing people you are not representing in the actual sense. You are just there, just ceremonially, you are representing them ceremonially. But in the truth is that you are not representing anybody. Because you cannot stand up to say, releasing, just like we see the Barrister Ogonna now demanded that Nnamdi Kanu has done nothing. You shouldn't have prescribed.
I thought this man had the support of over 50 other rep members that joined him to sign.
Yes. Yes. Why?
So that one, if they did not listen to him on that one, Buhari, this impostor they are calling Buhari now, He's no longer in the seat. So if for them, for you, you are sitting there as a rep, your own rep members have supported you for Nnamdi Kanu release. If their own support did not make impact, but the only thing that will make impact for you to go and meet an ex-president who is somewhere in Kaduna, in Katsina, if that is what you have now resorted to, doesn't it show you that that country is a waste? There's nothing for you to even believe in that country, because lawmakers, if lawmakers cannot impact on the release of Nnamdi Kanu, lawmakers, active lawmakers in the household, they can't impact on the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Is it an ex-impostor that will now impact on the release of Nnamdi Kanu? And you are still in that government begging. Hey, Chineke mere mere mere.
That is it. That is to show you that they are just photo, because they are not doing anything. What is the point that you have a rep representing you in Abuja? If you have a problem that your rep should go there and they raise a motion, military has there are blockades all over my land. Nigerian military has taken over my community. Women are complaining. You will not say it. Instead, when you go there, if anybody wants to say, shh, we want to bring back Simon Ekpa to this country. We want to bring him. We want to go and bring him the same way we bring Nnamdi Kanu. All of you will stand up and say, I sign. Common to demand for. They have never for once, listen, all these senators from the southern senators, they have never for once stood up in the house to demand, to raise a motion that we want Nnamdi Kanu released, that we have not seen anything wrong done by this man. They have never done that before. They have never done that. Even there was a time the discussion came up from somehow, due to insecurity, it was a Yoruba man that stood up and said, Nnamdi Kanu should be released. He has done nothing. All the eastern governors, instead of calling on the release of Nnamdi Kanu, started telling you that Simon Ekpa is the cause of insecurity. And these are the people that you be. It's only to beg people, carry paper, begging people, please sign for me now. Sign for me so that they will release Nnamdi Kanu. You go to this senator, you go to Senator of Zamfara Senator, oh, Alhaji Damusa, I beg now, sign for me. So they go, this is what you do to get 50 signatures from senators. Una know the shame. You, all of them should be ashamed of themselves. Honestly. Una no shame. Una shame don't they shame me. Shameless people.
This is terrible. It's terrible. Mazugo, I appreciate you. You have spent so much time already, and I wouldn't like to waste more of your time. But Biafrans should know that, it's not only when you belong to Biafra Republic government that you stand for truth. Even this man have impressed me so much. That man that was speaking, he impressed me so much. Look at the way he's analyzing, and he even said at the point he said Simon Ekpa is Nnamdi Kanu's disciple. He said it, and he's boldly saying it.
He said he's a good disciple for that one.
A good at that point, yes. Because when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, he continued from them as Nnamdi Kanu stopped, because there is nothing wrong with anybody asking for a referendum or asking to have a self-determination. There's nothing wrong with it under the law, because he understands, he knows the law, and he is there in the zoo with them. He's not afraid to say it. But some people are so scared to speak the truth. They're scared to speak the truth. I kept saying it all those while, that those that were scared of speaking about Nnamdi Kanu, they had a leverage in the fact that Nnamdi Kanu won the court case and the court had set him free. So based on that, Anybody that is afraid before should have been able to use that as a yardstick for their own argument. That Mazin Nnamdi Kanu have won every court case. Is that not what Peter Obi is using now? And he's using it after 2 years that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu defeated
They
them.
Ralph, they cannot. The leverage or no leverage is not for them. It's for me and you. Because they are the ones. You didn't yet. Why I played that Shina Sanworu is for you to understand that the governors and some persons that he don't want to mention their names. Anybody that is not calling for the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu, that is not calling. I'm not saying begging, because in as much as these people are begging. So the people that are not demanding for his freedom are one of those people. He's in the list of the persons China Samoru is still keeping. And the one day where he go touch am for head, they know when he go talk. One day he go call all their names. One day. I know say they send them money now. Make him mind that they could. Because he be like say, whenever China Saworu run out of money, he will come to social media and begin to misbehave. And when they give him money, he will shut up. Because he's like parrot. Whenever you give him money, he will go in. Have you seen him make any confessions since all this while? No. I think they are greasing his pocket. Whenever the pocket get dried, he will come. Maybe those times you will find out that P2P is among those persons. Abaribe might be among those persons. Don't be surprised. So that we go call and buy from here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Fellow Biafrans, and thank you, Mazu. Go, appreciate you. And we must continue. Airborne.
Biafrans. Airborne.
Thank you, Mazu.
There is a division in that called followership, and that's the challenge. If he comes out today, can he wrestle his followership from Simon Ekpa?
There's a division because of the arrest and detention. So Simon Ekpa felt that he has to carry on the struggle now that the leader has been taken in. That is it. So if he's released today, it is likely, very likely, that he has to come to terms with Simon Ekpa to back down. Simon Ekpa is only acting because of his absence. He didn't say that he has overthrown him. Even when he wrote a letter from DSS custody directing that there should be no more sit at home and there should be no more arms against the state, Simon Ekpa said until he comes out physically that he will not believe that he wrote that under duress.
Of course.
That he wrote it. You cannot freely write something in this area. When you are in custody, you now write something. It is not voluntary. So it is on that basis that he continued doing what he's doing. Simon Ekpa is the disciple of Nnamdi Kanu and a very dedicated, loyal disciple. I believe that if Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will be able to tame Simon Ekpa. And many of these criminals that have cashed into the struggle or kind of tried to hide under IPOB to commit atrocities, they will be fished out or they will be controlled. Remember that this man, Nnamdi Kanu.
You see, this man is so unique. He is the only one outside of this our government and even outside of Ndinzama that have come to make you understand that there are people that are using this criminal element, and he has been able to tell you that Simon Ekpa is doing the right thing. And there are criminals. Who are the criminals? So that means this man knows that China Sanworu, Chike Dozie, and all these people are criminals. Am I powerless? And this place look like the same newsroom where they asked that man who is Ima Powerless. One of the men, he said that Ima Powerless is a ghost.
There is a ghost. We don't hear from ghosts again.
So this man, look at the way he has been able to separate the chaff from the wheat. He separated the chaff from the wheat. He said when this thing happens, then you'll be able to know who those who are using this thing as a criminal thing. But he has been able to tell you first and foremost that Simon Ekpa is doing the right thing, because the letter they wrote and they say it's Nnamdi Kanu, you cannot accept such a letter. It could have been written under duress. This man, his head is intact, complete. Is he on here? Oh my God. Wow. I'm so impressed, man, honestly.
Nah.
Duress.
Of course.
That he wrote it, you cannot freely write something in this area. When you are in custody, you now write something. It is not voluntary. So it is on that basis that he continued doing what he's doing. Someone is the disciple of Nnamdi Kanu and a very dedicated, loyal disciple. I believe that if Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will be able to tame someone Akbar. And many of these criminals that have cashed into the struggle or kind of tried to hide under IPOB to commit atrocities, they will be fished out or they will be controlled. Remember that this man, Nnamdi Kanu, people listen to him. So if he comes now and declares a truce, I believe that it will work. And those who try to violate that truce will easily be fished out. They will be sidelined. They'll be exposed. Now, people are picking up arms out of resistance or protest to his extraordinary rendition. That is it. Before he was extraordinarily renditioned, there was no spate of violence like we see after his arrest. So it is a kind of protest against the way the state has treated him. So I believe that if he should come out now, all that will abate. But let me also say that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is not entitled to be listening to one person or the other as to whether or not he will exercise his powers under the Constitution. Section 174 of the Constitution, subsection 3, like my learned friend pointed out earlier, only gave 3 conditions for the exercise of the power of withdrawal of criminal prosecution. It says that the Attorney General should only give vent to 3 factors. One is public interest. The second one is interest of justice. The third one, to ensure that such withdrawal is not against due process of law. And then we are talking about justice here. Interest of justice. It is on that basis the president must act, no matter what any of his commissioners thinks, no matter what any Southeast governors think, in the interest of justice. Because if you can release the chairman or leader of Miat Allah that has been saying all kind of terrible things against Nigerian state, you release him, you withdraw his charge and he goes home, and then you release Showore and he goes home, you release Sunday Igbo, withdraw his charge and he goes home. Then where is justice? Where is equity? Where is equity? Justice is equity. You do to one as you do to another. Yeah. It is on that basis that the president should not listen to all these selfish politicians around him, especially the Minister for Works and the FCT Minister, who have vested interest in keeping Nnamdi Kanu there. He should not listen to them. He should do what the Constitution demands of him in the interest of justice. In the interest of justice.
Okay, it will be later now.
They said, somebody's writing me here that Reno Mokri. Reno Mokri said that.
Idiot.
You know what funny thing? This is the reason why Christianity is such a shame, a disaster in Nigeria. I'm telling you. Do you know that Reno Mokri is a pastor? A pastor. Do you know? He reads Bible.
Nnamdi is a fool. He's not a human. I used to love him. I used to follow him. I used to like him until lately. Now, Nnamdi is, I think they are Biafran, so I don't know. I don't know where they are. I think they are from Kogi State or something like that. I don't know. The part of Yorubas, I think, that were get dashed to the other side of the north. But Nnamdi is just fighting Obi. He's trying to everything Obi said, the Pete Obi, because he don't like Pete Obi or he's in fallout with Pete Obi, anytime Pete Obi says something, he will go and dig up something to condemn that thing, okay? So Reno Mokri is just trying to maybe
I don't know the point he's trying to make. He said there is no court that cleared Nnamdi Kanu. That if there is any court,
telling you,
that he would pay $10,000.
He's a goat.
No, the question now is, so Reno Mokri, let's even assuming that what you are saying, let's assuming even before that court case happened, there was no court case and that nothing happened in the court for Nnamdi Kanu. Reno Mokri, if at all there is nothing like that, is it true or not that the court admitted that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped? He was extraordinarily rendition to Nigeria. Is that something that you should be proud of?
Araf, what happen? You there for Nigeria? Not only for Nigeria that they take light you. That be there Nigeria. I don't know what happened anyway. Anyway, me, I know they talk about Reno Mokri because he no reach to talk about Reno. Maybe he just a look for who want to talk about him. He cannot get that attention. Make him go sleep, make him go die. I don't know what him be the problem. But however, Biafrans, I beg you try and like the program anyway. Anyway you are watching from, just try and like the video. And I must say thank you so much. God bless you, and bye for now.
Commander 56 Brigade nke dị n'Alochukwu, Simon Okemili na-ebu okwe, Simon ọkụ na-agba ọzala, Simon bụ atakata agba isi ya.
Stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position.